I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Was In A Cult, on Facebook at I Got The Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got The Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi guys, it's me, Deb.
Hi, and this is Laura.
And it's another episode of I Got the Hell Out.
All right, we got a bunch of stuff for today's episode.
Yes, we do.
I'm looking at your book right now, and it's like the teeny tiniest writing is taking up 2 pages.
Pretty much. So we're going to dispense with the Kool-Aid recipe right off.
Bam, go for it.
Bam. The Kool-Aid recipe comes from my mother, who ironically does not drink.
Hey there.
And since we're doing this early in the afternoon and it's not beer 30 yet, we're not drinking either. So, yeah, it's the summer hippie juice.
Oh, I like that.
You're
I
not
like
gonna,
it already.
You're not going to like
it's
this.
Coconut.
You're not going to like this.
I'm not going to like it. Okay, I like the title.
It's 1 cup of watermelon vodka, which...
Okay, I would like.
There must be flavors of vodka.
There's birthday cake flavor.
1/3 cup of triple sec.
Okay.
1/3 cup of coconut rum, and if you don't like coconut, just
how about just plain rum?
Plain rum, okay.
Okay, well then I'll like it.
And then you add about 2 cups of pink lemonade, Kool-Aid, and add diced up strawberries into it.
Ooh, you know what? That sounds really good.
But without the coconut for you.
Oh hell yeah! Why do people ruin things with coconut?
Well, coconut's not that bad. I'll have to make you coconut cluster candy.
I hate coconut.
You'll like these. They're crunchy. They're crunchy.
Nope.
They're crunchy goodness.
Nope. You keep that crunchy goodness to yourself.
Okay, now under culty corrections and updates.
What, we got some there?
Somebody contacted me, and I talked about the purple ribbons last time that they're putting up.
Was there
in the purple paint? I didn't research this, so I'm going by what another ex-member has told me.
Okay.
That the purple means it's a gun-free zone, no concealed weapons.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I'm guessing, if you go on to their property and I don't know. But yeah, they're just announcing you can't have weapons here and this is private property.
Okay.
And a shout out to Jennifer, our resident artist with
oh my God.
The ice cube
and the turkey baster. With the
little
little smiley faces.
They're BFFs forever.
That was just priceless. That's all I can say. That was a work of art.
I love her art. She's our resident artist.
It really is.
Now, I have a warning for all of our listeners out there. A lot of people have figured out the cult that I was in.
Right.
And warning to anybody out there, once you start poking into their Wikipedia page, their 2 Facebook pages, if you start researching their books on Amazon,
just anything,
you're going to start getting pop-up ads that are sponsored by them with, little man's face grinning at you.
Because Big Brother's looking.
I had a nice flashback when somebody put up a screenshot and said, I know you can't put this on the Facebook page because, little man's face is all over it and his books. And anyway, yeah, it was just like a eek moment because I wasn't expecting to go to approve a post and see little man. Yeah.
Right.
So just please be forewarned. My poor mother, she had a heart attack a few months back when a sponsored ad just popped up as people you might know.
Oh, and it was Little Man.
It was Little Man.
Oh, no.
But then again, my mother's gone to services out there.
That's true.
She's still Facebook friends with a few ex-members, so it's all tied together. Have no idea how these algorithms work, but just be prepared. It'll look like they're stalking you.
Okay. So there's your warning.
Have you had any pop up on your computer yet?
Me? I don't look for them. Why would I stalk them when I have you?
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, come on.
And I had an ex-member, a couple of them that are in the Facebook group. They're worried that a still member might get in. And I pretty much go over every single person that asks to get in. And if either one of these are either one of you, a Susan D, okay, I showed these to you.
Right.
Susan D only had a total of 6 friends, 2 groups that were just bullcrap groups, and she's been a member since 2013, and apparently Facebook recommended us as, a group to be in. And I showed you there's no pictures, there's
Right.
no activity,
But if you
nothing.
are legit, we apologize.
Yes. And the other one was a Destiny G. 112 friends, only one really weird group, and has been a member since 2011. Again, most of the activity was just changing her Facebook face to anime or something like that. So if either one of you are real, I apologize to you.
You just got to be careful, and you
But
got to take your precautions.
Yeah, if you're I actually had one woman, she was like, I'm real, I swear, my profile probably looks fake, but I'm a very private person. And I did go on her profile and poke around, and she is a real person.
Okay.
So
Well, but I mean, I don't blame you, because you do need you need to watch your back here. You've got to be very careful.
you do.
I'm saying you.
Oh, I do.
You do.
Oh, I do. I have to be very careful about a lot of things. And Fiona, you have the longest address I have ever seen in my life. It was 7 lines long.
I was writing the address out, and it kept going and going and going. So yes, you win for the longest address ever.
That I've ever seen. Ever.
So hopefully your sticker gets there.
It'll get there eventually. The billboard idea has created a lot of stir, and I still really want to do it, but I'm going to wait until I actually have my nonprofit established. And we're
How
gonna,
come? Just make it easier.
well, it's just so much, and I have to research. I mean, can we even put it near their billboard? Because do they own all of the property around there?
Ooh, you know what? I bet they do.
I have no idea. So
You know what would be really cool is if we could get a plane to fly around with a banner that says "Get the hell out."
oh, that would be funny too.
How great would that be?
During a feast.
Even better.
Yep.
Now, see, that we could crowdfund for, because that would be hysterical.
Somebody said they probably have had the airspace restricted over there somehow.
Oh my god.
I don't know. How do you request?
I don't know, but
that?
how great would that be over a feast? Get the hell out! I did it, and there's your face with your thumb up.
Oh, that would be so funny. Oh yeah, we got to try and do that one. That one seems a little more doable. You know?
Do you know someone that owns a plane?
I do. I know an ex-member. Her and her husband got out. Hi, Terry. And
They have their own plane.
he has several. He flies for a living.
Ooh, we got to get started on the banner.
Girl, I'm gonna be calling y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be funny as all get
I'm gonna
out.
start getting out my paint set.
You know what? They might even be able to come pick us up and take us over.
Sweet.
Yeah, he has all kinds of planes, and they have a couple of boats, and they got their life together when they got the hell out of there.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, we got to chat about this later.
We got to chat about this later. All right. To the one person on our Patreon account who ordered the tote bag, we thank you. We revamped our levels and things, so you actually will be receiving the only tote bag in existence.
So when we are rich and famous someday, you'll be able to sell it on eBay for a shit ton of money.
We'll even sign it for you. We'll even sign it for you when, if we get rich and famous, you just let us know and we'll sign it for you.
Well, that goes to why we had to redo the gifts, because shipping sucks, guys. The shipping in general, shipping items places sucks.
Yes. A mug from here to Washington State would cost us $14 to ship
and shipping only.
And shipping only.
So we were like, well, you know what? We got to kind of redo this. So from here going forward, the levels for Patreon, $1 to $2 a month, you get a sticker. $3 to $4 a month, you get a magnet. And here's where it changes. $5 to $6 a month, you will get one of our lip balms that has a logo on it.
And it's mint flavor.
We'll get mint flavor.
I don't like mint. But anyway, I'm just warning that they're mint flavor.
Okay. And then $7 and up is a little thing of Post-it notes with our logo on it.
Yes.
It's like a little square thing. I believe it said 50 sheets.
It did. And I'm going to have to weigh because shipping for the sticker and the magnet, I can do worldwide. Okay. But I'm not sure. It just depends on the weight of the lip balm. and the weight of the Post-its. But we'll keep you all updated.
We'll keep you updated. But that is where the different tier gifts are. But to everyone that has already joined Patreon, thank you so much. We really appreciate every single penny you guys have joined with. And everyone that has joined in July, all of your gifts have gone out. We just got them sent out.
Yay.
So be looking out for those.
Yay.
And I think that's it for Patreon. Other than, oh, wait, no, hold on here. Hold on. Anyone that is listening that has a podcast and has already done Patreon and how you add the extra like segments for Patreon subscribers only, if you could DM me on Twitter or email us, because we are trying to figure that out and we have no idea how to do that. So anyone that has a podcast that knows how to do that on Patreon, just let us know so we can start doing that.
Thank you.
What do you got now?
Barb S. also offered to hook me up with some friends of hers that work in helping the FDLS people get out of that cult too.
Oh.
So we've got somebody who might actually know what we're doing in starting that nonprofit there. And that's about all I have for all that kind of stuff. Are we ready to get into some hardcore stuff?
We sure are.
We sure are. We are starting today with an email that we received at I Got the Hell Out.
Yep.
And it's from a man named Adam.
Okay.
I'm not going to give his last name.
Okay.
But I did ask around some of my ex-male member friends, and they tried to explain to me who he was, but I went on Facebook and found his Facebook.
Okay.
There's absolutely no pictures on it. It's just the gray shadow of who the person is.
Yeah.
And every post on there from beginning to end is praising the cult and praising Little Man.
Oh.
And the last, what's the word I'm looking for? Last time it was used.
Last time he posted?
Yeah, the last time he posted was in December of 16.
Oh, wow.
And Adam, I'm not sure if you're out yet or not, buddy, but according to this, we're going to find out, okay? His email starts out, as a former member of the cult, I can relate to some of the things you say as true. However, some of the things you have been told, such as the blood of a lamb being smeared on the doorposts at Passover, are not true. That was never taught at the cult, and I never saw it done myself. Well, let me first off say, with all of the things that I have said that are going on out there, you have problem with the blood of the lamb on the doorway.
Yeah. All the other things are
the other things that you could have
the
picked
pedophiles,
from.
no problem.
The kids working all the time, no school. Anyway, yeah, I could not believe that that's the thing that you picked out of anything. Well,
but since he did,
just because you didn't personally witness it doesn't mean it didn't happen, okay? And I'm going to give you an example. Adam, you got baptized, you had the demons driven out of you, and I'm sure you got your ear awled. AWLED. Do you know what that is, Laura?
Isn't it like a little, like a nail or something?
It's like a needle. It's a spike
type
yes.
thing.
And according to Exodus 21:6, you are proclaiming that you are a slave and you will always love and be a slave to your master. So you are then led to the master's doorpost, and they stick your earlobe up against it, and they stab. They stab a big ass needle through your ear into the doorpost. That has to be real hygienic, by the way, Laura.
Oh, because I'm sure that they clean those needles and sterilize them.
I think they do, but
sure.
I mean, what about the wood in the doorpost?
Oh, splinters. What about splinters?
I have no idea. But Adam, we lived by every stupid thing that was in that scripture book, and you know it. So I don't see how you find that very hard to believe about the blood of the lamb. Okay.
And like you said, though, just because someone doesn't see something does not mean it didn't happen.
Right. And I guess he's acknowledging that they did burn up the red heifer for the ashes. So, like I said, weird what he picked to choose. Going on in this email, just because someone told you something doesn't make it true. Some people, when leaving that place, are angry and emotional, upset, and in that state, they may say things that are not true. You sound like the bitch I love to hate.
What?
Adam, none of us need to make anything up or exaggerate because the crap that we went through was hell enough.
What's that phrase? Truth is stranger than fiction?
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Half of this crap I don't think anybody could make up.
No, we can't. Okay. You and Laura seem to make a joke of all the things that came from the cult. There were positive things that came from the cult. Not all of it was evil. Now, Laura, not all of it was evil, but the evil stuff, I guess, it was okay because it wasn't all evil. Is that like saying this is only half poison, but if I eat
I guess so.
I mean, seriously, you have no problem with the evil that was out there?
And the things as far as laughing, some of it is so ridiculous and so unbelievable that if you don't laugh, you're going to cry.
I deal a lot with this after cult stuff, Laura, with laughter. I have to.
You have to.
I would seriously cry. And let's see, did I want to read something or keep going on here? Now, this is where it gets creepy, Laura. This guy gets personal. And I can't for the life of me remember if he went by Adam or if he had a cult name.
Right.
But it says, you stated that you were there 10 years. I was there much longer. I knew you and Ken. I remember when you and Ken had the little cafe on, and he specified the street our cafe was on. And when you sold milk and when you lived in this little town. Well, first of all, it was illegal to sell cow milk. I sold jars and gave away the milk for free. That's the loophole, okay?
Right, that's exactly.
And
I remember you saying that.
That's what the cult told us we had to do. We were absolutely not selling milk. We were not
You're giving away the milk, you're selling the jar.
We're selling the jar. That's
gotcha.
How, loopholes. They're full of loopholes out there.
That's like what the cult's name should have been.
Loopholes?
Loophole.
Yeah. His email continues to go on. I still believe in the righteous things I was taught at the cult. The laws, feasts, and the Sabbath. Can you honestly say nothing positive ever came from the cult? Well, see, I'm going to address that right there because there is nothing inherently good or bad. That's how the yin and yang, that's how life works.
Right.
And the good things that came out of the cult was none of the bullshit, Adam. I have lifelong people that I consider brothers and sisters.
Well, and he must not have listened to all of the episodes because in quite a few episodes you do mention that you've made a lot of good friends.
Yes. And
you've mentioned that more than once.
I went down memory lane with a lot of people and asking them, what do you remember that was good about that place? Because everybody agrees it's evil and horrible. The feeling of, here you go, Adam. Here's a whole lot of people and what they got out of that place in the beginning.
Okay.
The feeling of love and belonging to a group and the fellowshipping, walking around to all of the bonfires at night and the laughter and the children running around and everybody just generally feeling like one great big family reunion. We used to have a contest, Laura. It was the Praise God contest.
Oh, and what was that?
Well, the campground was on over 40 acres.
Okay. And
one corner of the campground would scream as loud as they could, praise. And then, acres away, a whole nother group of 30, 40, 50 people would scream God as loud as they could. And it was a war back and forth to see who could be louder.
Oh my God. So everyone had laryngitis the next day.
Pretty much. But it was something that was fun to do.
Right. And it was like a community type thing.
Yes. The potluck meals. Everybody loved the potluck meals.
And who doesn't love them?
That wasn't during the feast. That was like regular year-round, let's get together. The new moon gatherings, when they were still fun, everybody would get together and there'd be music. The one elder, he played a musical instrument and would entertain people. It was like, being like on Little House on the Prairie, just looking for the new moon type thing. Right. People would bring snacks and like the one lady, she would bring like 2 gallons of ice cream that she made to share with everybody.
Ice cream is forbidden.
She made her own.
Oh, she made her own. Oh,
And
okay.
like people would bring things to share. It was
Okay.
the new moon sighting. And it happened every month, and it was fun. The David Fetterman show. We had
What?
David Fetterman show.
Who's that?
He was an elder that was just hysterical, and he's still there. But during the talent show, the very last thing was the David Fetterman show. And he was acting like he was David Letterman. So
Oh my gosh.
but it's David Fetterman because he has his holy garments on and looking Jewish, okay?
Right.
And so he changed it to Fetterman, and it was like a 15-minute comedy skit. And
that's so funny.
we were always all in freaking tears over that one. The talent show was always a good time. There were so many talented musicians and artists and people that were dancing or doing acrobatics or whatever. People would bring things that they had from homemade wine. There was one guy that made homemade cactus wine.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Was it good?
Prickly pear. It was made from the prickly pears.
Okay, I've heard of that then.
He passed out from cyanide poisoning the one feast, and everybody dropped down on their knees to pray for him because he was like laying on the concrete floor twitching. And look, I'm doing it like people can see me.
You mean like seizures?
Like he was laying on the floor twitching. And I guess when you make the wine from the prickly pear fruit,
Okay.
something has to be done with it because it has natural cyanide in it.
Well, a lot of seeds do. Like apple seeds have cyanide in it.
Well, and avocado seeds have cyanide.
Right.
So, yeah, he was
Oh,
laying on the floor
man.
twitching from a little overdose of cyanide there.
Oh my god.
He did recover.
Well, that's good.
He's gone too. So, Adam, yeah, there was a lot of things
Sounds
there.
to me like that's a lot of stuff that was fun.
It was until 99% of that was taken away. And how you can still believe in the laws, feasts, and the Sabbath, I have no idea. Because your next line, Adam, goes on to say, yes, the cult has become a controlling cult, with the little man being worshipped. In the beginning, I don't believe little man and the cult started out that way. Not all former members who call you are going to be truthful in what they tell you. Again, he has to repeat that.
But why? Why would they even? They're going to contact you with
to
a
lie. No,
why?
they're not.
They're not going to waste their time.
And he goes on to say, if you repeat something someone has told you and it turns out not to be true, then it's simply gossip. Now, Laura,
see my eyes rolling.
Laura, I give all the time my firsthand accounts of
Right.
if I say I heard it from somebody else.
Right.
I tell the audience because it's not my first account. It is my friend telling me her account.
Right.
And I've actually told you some things that I go, I wish I could tell this story, but I heard this story from so-and-so who heard it from so-and-so. I says, and that's just getting into too much game of telephone.
Right.
Now, he goes on to say, if you and Laura simply make a joke of everything that allegedly goes on out there, how does that give you credibility with someone like me? Well, first of all, Adam, I don't need to have credibility with someone like you. You're still apparently out there. I don't know. There was a split. There was a split at one feast. 5 elders, either 5, 6, 7, I don't remember how many. They either quit or were excommunicated over bullcrap that was going on.
Okay.
So they actually bought a couple of acres across the street on the other side of the dirt road, like
They
a
started
mile or
another
south.
cult?
They started the same cult, but across the street, and they were trying to steal people as they were coming to the main feast grounds, and trying to redirect them down the road like another mile.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and the guard was watching to see if anybody was like going to the second camp.
To the new cult.
To the new cult, yeah.
Oh my god.
That place went defunct after like a year or two. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you gotta give.
So wait, did the new cult have a little man?
No, they just had the Legion of Elders, I guess.
Okay, so there was no like little man number 2.
No, it was just these elders. Like I said, I don't know if they. It's kind of
my
like
gosh.
you going to your boss, I quit, and your boss going, well, you can't quit. I fired you.
Right,
And
right,
it's,
right.
It's a pissing contest.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they started their own feast across the street in a mile down.
Oh my
And
god.
this guy, I was told, is living in the defunct second cult because they stopped having feasts there. But there's still like water and electric, and I guess maybe they rent out trailers to people
Okay.
to live in. I've no idea. So, and I know the revolt was way before 2016 when Adam here quit using his Facebook account. So who knows?
Well, that was very interesting.
It was a very interesting email, and everybody, Laura, everybody that I talked to felt that if it would have stayed like it was in the mid 90s, we'd all still be there.
You've
Because
told me that.
it was happy, happy, joy, joy, spread the love, happy to be here.
You've said that numerous times.
And each time I mean, little man, you would have had millions upon millions of followers by now. You could have been
And
like
dollars.
You could have been like, Joel O, who I don't like, the preacher.
Oh, don't get me started.
I'm not speaking his name either.
Don't get me started.
But yeah, little man. And I just have to ask you, how does it make you feel to have picked the dark side of life? Seriously, you picked the dark side of life, and instead, you could have been such a very huge, successful ministry. You took something that had the potential to change the world, and you royally screwed it up, little man. You really did. And I don't know how you can live with yourself like that, except somebody, I totally forgot this word existed. They called little man a megalomaniac.
Oh. I was thinking narcissist.
That too. He is a lot of things.
There's lots of adjectives.
A lot of adjectives. And how's it feel to have just screwed up so badly? You could have had something so freaking good.
Well, but see, it wasn't about being good.
No, it's
was
about
money.
It's about the control and the power and the money. It really seriously is.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe how many people go along with it because they're there. I mean, Laura, just because you've made a long time making a mistake doesn't mean you have to still keep making that mistake.
Right.
I know a guy who spent 22 years there. And he just got out three, maybe 4 years ago, tops. So, yeah, he spent a long time making a mistake, and he finally realized, holy crap, I'm making a mistake. Seriously.
Well, it's like better late than never to get out.
It is better late than never. And we're just going to have to move on to Kenny's Corner at this point.
Okay, so we need a little music or a little bell or something.
No. I would, first of all, like to say thank you, Ken. Because of what you did, you bad little bunny you, people are finding it that much easier to find out what cult I'm talking about.
Wait, explain this to me.
Hold on. I got to finish this. Kenny, you have tried so hard to make my life so like a living hell for almost 16 years. And it always seems to backfire at you. Little man, you might want to ask Kenny what he did. I can't say on the air.
Right.
But I can tell you it does involve the exchange of children at the police department and Kenny laughing hysterically at me at what shenanigans he pulled. And
oh, how nice.
Yeah, so you're just that much easier to find. So I wonder if Ken's going to get called into the principal's office.
Get paddled. Wear a dunce cap.
I don't know. Kenny caught his office on fire once.
How did he do that?
And I thought it was hysterical.
What did he do? Was it like fire in the wastebasket?
No. I told you, Kenny's always like saltwater tanks. And of course, little man wanted to have a big, huge ass saltwater tank in his office because
Okay.
he could, and spend thousands upon thousands of
Of your
dollars
money.
on corals and fishes
God.
and stuff. Okay. So, of course, Ken is the resident, aquarium saltwater dude. So he gets a
That's the official title.
I don't know. Anyway, he got this new shipment of stuff to put in little man's tank.
Okay.
And in the middle of the night, apparently, he put this big, huge ass clam in there. Okay.
A real clam?
Well, yeah, it's a saltwater tank. Okay. And he put
Did the clam catch on fire?
No, he put the clam too close to the top of the tank. Okay, on the coral reef. Something startled the clam in the middle of the night, which caused the clam to snap completely shut.
Right.
Which shot water, all the water in it, out and upwards into the light fixture and caught it on fire.
No.
Yes. And from what I heard, it was a mess because the sprinkler system and everything else went off. Laura, you're dying.
Oh my God, I have like tears coming out of my eyes. So little man's office got like sprayed with water and stuff.
Oh, everything was charred, trashed.
Oh, that's so. Oh my God, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
I know. Kenny walked around for like weeks looking like a whipped puppy. He burned little man's office down almost.
Because the clam shut its shell.
Yeah. The clam should have been put at the bottom of the tank, and Kenny thought that the clam looked nicer at the top.
Oh, that clam should get a prize or something. My God.
And apparently clams only do that when something startles them. So something startled the clam slammed shut, the water shot upwards, and the fire ensued. Way to go, Ken.
I'm thinking he shouldn't be the resident. What was it? The resident
Fishman?
Fishman?
Anyway, my
God.
second song I have to dedicate to the man is Katy Perry's Roar. And that's Katy Perry. Seriously, just put Roar in and she has 2.5 billion views of it, okay?
What verse are we talking about here?
It's just Roar.
Oh, the whole song.
Yeah,
the whole song.
In the video, the video starts out really cheesy. But after, the first 40 seconds, it's really good. But some quotes from that. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. And I've been doing that for years.
That's right.
And another one, I went from zero to my own hero. Thank you for giving me, courage and strength. And please watch the video. At the 1 minute mark.
Is he allowed to?
Well, I have no idea. The rest of the video is quite fitting, but at the 1 minute mark, Ken, that's me, buddy. That is freaking me at the 1 minute mark. And little man, I hope you can watch the video too, because at the 3 minute mark.
You have us down to minutes. This is beautiful.
Yeah, at the 3 minute mark, the cave painting is for you, little man. I'm on the left side and you and the cult's on the right side. That's all I got to tell you.
Oh my God. Okay, now everyone here is going to be going to watch that video because I know I am.
And let me just tell you, Laura, I personally love this song. I'm not particularly a Katy Perry fan. I mean, I like all kinds of music.
Right.
But the moment that you're no longer afraid, which you still may be afraid, but when you turn around and you say, no more, no matter how terrified or scared of whatever you're doing or whatever is harming you, and you say, no more, you become a lion. And you just a great roar of freedom. It just is such a freeing thing to realize, I may be scared shitless, but you're not doing this to me anymore.
Right, and I would imagine that pushes you forward.
Oh, it does. It does. It's such a freeing thing that I can't even explain it to you. I was terrified to do this podcast, and I talked to you about it for days, about what happens if they find out, what happens if they come and try and stop me.
Right.
And all kinds of different things. And again, in my head, I had to go, I got to stop being afraid. Danger is a very real thing. And it is. And you have to watch out for danger. But fear cripples you. What ifs.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I have always taught my children, we don't live by what ifs. Because what ifs will cripple you. And most of the time, the what ifs never even happen.
Right, but it's the fear of just, the what ifs.
And, my one son told me that has helped him out a lot in life, that we don't deal with what ifs, we deal with what is happening right here, right now, this minute, because that's all we have.
Right.
If the what ifs pop up, so be it. We'll deal with it then, but don't think about it and dwell on it.
Well, and a lot of times the what ifs are positive things that you would never get to experience if you didn't try.
Well, I really try not to think about those either, because if they don't happen, then I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, that's true.
And we all know disappointment sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, Colt, and Kenny, I will not stay silent so that y'all can stay comfortable.
Does he get a song each week now?
No.
Just occasionally?
Just occasionally.
Okay.
And it's funny because I'll be sitting writing the show and I'm listening to the radio and this song pops on because, I told you, he took me for 15 months of child support.
Right. Yeah, you said that.
And he tortured me even more because I drove down there for the original court date, okay? And let's just say I got flim-flammed by someone, okay? And I thought the entire court thing was over with. I get home and 4 months later, I get another court date. Like, what the hell? And apparently, the first court date was set up by the child support people themselves.
Okay.
When I went down and actually signed paperwork that I came out a winner.
Right.
Okay. That paperwork never got turned in.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I guess.
Really now?
I guess. I guess they didn't like how that went, and
got lost, maybe.
No.
Quotes.
No. I guess you can hire an attorney, and then the attorney can file to have your own court date.
Oh.
So the
how
child
convenient.
support people that I showed up for, I didn't even realize I was being flim-flammed because I didn't even go in to see the judge. I should have went in and made sure everything was signed, and that didn't happen. So then they just reapplied for another court date. So guess what? I have to travel to that state again.
Oh, my God.
And spend more money. So I came down the second time, okay? And I'm not really sure what happened on that one, because a couple months later, I got paperwork again to go to court. And at that point, I had enough. Yeah.
How many damn times do you need to go to court?
Well, Kenny makes 6 digits, and, I'm wondering how I'm going to pay the heat bill this month. Just kidding, guys. It's summer, you know what I mean? But anyway, he knows he can hurt me financially. That's why he would constantly drag me to court over anything he could.
Hence, Kenny's Corner.
There you go. Yeah, so the third time I got the paperwork, I'm like, screw this. And I contacted an ex-member of mine and asked what attorneys are good and can be trusted in that town. And she gave me an attorney's name. And yeah, he was wanting all these years of back support. He was wanting like $600 a month from me. Meanwhile, the man only paid $400 for 2 kids for 10 years. And sometimes he didn't pay,
Right.
So, but yeah.
Shocking.
Shout
Very
out.
shocking.
A good shout out to the attorney there. She was awesome. I paid my 15 months of support because I guess he figured I was going to come back a third time. But
Oh my God.
No. So that's how that happened.
What else do you got?
I've got that. Oh, people found that picture that you posted today, just hysterical.
Oh, the one when it's purple and gold.
Purple
and they
and
have those gold. It looks like gold napkins taped to their face.
Somebody asked if they used safety pins and napkins.
That's what it looks like.
Somebody else said it looked like they had construction paper and string around their face. Somebody else suggested calling them the napkin cult.
I like that. I like loophole cult.
The loophole cult.
The loopholes.
Damn. Emily B. found one of his books that he has written on global warming.
Oh.
Yeah, and global warming.
I'm quite sure that's just...
Global warming is not caused by what you think it's caused by, Laura.
Oh, what causes it?
Well, see right here. Hold on. Let me grab one.
Oh, what are you grabbing?
I am grabbing... Listen.
Tapes.
Cassette tapes. That's how old these are. They're cassette tapes. And I'm not sure if this is the first X-rated sermon or not, but they started in 2001.
Okay.
And it's the pedophile elder. Yeah, I think this was the first one. The pedophile elder speaks first, and his thing is time is short. And then little man is coming on, and his topic is diseases placed in the body when we sin do not go away. According to scientific records, they damage our bodies and the bodies of our children for years.
What scientific records, buddy?
I have no idea. This next one, curses of the world is suffering, sickness, death, and disease. All are caused by sin, breaking the law.
Oh.
And okay, here's another good one. Finishing touches, purifying God's house. The trillions of computers in your body are testifying for or against your body depending on your actions.
Wait, we have computers in our body.
I'm
Little tiny
assuming
computers.
so. You're welcome to listen to these. These creep me out. Oh, this one is a good one. You should listen to this one. Whoredom is sin. And these are all labeled the date, weekly Sabbath, 10:30 in the morning, and it actually says on them X-rated, not to be listened to in mixed company.
In mixed company. Oh, I thought you were going to say not to be listened to by children, but apparently they don't care about that.
No, the children were all there when these things were going off.
Oh, dear God.
That was actually one of the first times that the men and women were separated.
So they're more concerned with separating the men and the women. They don't care that little kids are listening to X-rated tapes.
Well, we listened to it live. Well, the men listened to it live.
Though.
They were there live.
With the little boys?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And then the men would file out and the women would go into the women's side. And
with the girls.
With the little girls or boys under the age of 5. And we would be forced to watch, like in school, you get all excited because, the TV's in the room with the VCR and
showing
everything.
Showing our age, but oh yeah.
Yeah, and we would dread this because then we'd have to watch Little Man on video.
Oh.
And me and my friends would keep a tally of the words that was said. Like, how many times did they say the word dick? How many times did they say the word slut? Whore?
And this is all coming from a religious man that preaches about the Old Testament.
Yes.
Because I have seen those words in the Bible so many times.
I'll have to post one of these. I'll have to post one of these tallies because we'd sit there and
we got to get a picture of that.
But the X-rated tapes, they all started with the eggs because I guess he was figuring out we would buy just about anything and everything if he could tout it the right way. Okay. And the eggs, because chickens are sexually frustrated because they don't ever have sex in these farms, okay? And that's how the X-rated sermons started. But they went out of their way to tell guys that when something to the effect of when your dick is dripping green herpes from sticking it in that nasty whore of a woman and...
Wait, this is little guy?
Yeah.
Oh, what a creeper.
Oh, Laura, I will sit when we're done and we can listen to a part of one of these.
No, thank you.
I honestly couldn't believe that a religious organization is allowed to spew this kind of stuff and to make the children listen to it on top of it.
That is so disgusting.
Yeah, I have 4 of the sermons. I'm not sure how many more of them that there were in reality.
Oh my God, I just wish we could play them. I don't...
They're copyrighted. They actually say copyrighted on them.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't think we could even play a piece of them. We could write them for their permission. I mean, we'd be promoting them.
We could do that and send them a sticker.
Yeah, we could send them a sticker
with a request.
Oh, that is so funny. And Little Man actually preached that Waco and Ruby Ridge happened so that they would be protected from law enforcement and stuff.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, those things happened so that they would be protected.
Ah.
Isn't that nice?
How nice.
Yes.
Because Little Man's so special.
Hey, he's and I know what I was meant to say about the X-rated sermons. Global warming is caused by STDs.
What?
Global
Get the
warming.
hell out of here.
Global warming is caused by STDs.
Did he say how?
Not that I know. I didn't.
You know what? I need to find literature. I bet you have a bunch of literature.
The literature is
global
down
warming.
there.
There is one on global warming. So you know what? Next episode, we're going to go over that.
Yeah, STDs cause global
Oh,
warming.
yeah. We're going over that next episode.
He's trying to save the polar bears now. Don't
Write
have
that
sex,
down.
kids.
Write that down so I don't forget.
Don't have sex, kids. We got to save the polar bears.
Oh, my God. Global war. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yep, I am going to look that up.
Okay, and I had some stuff that I needed to read from some ex-members.
Okay, do you want to do that, or do you want me to do the thing about the classes?
Oh, we were classes out the asses, man. And, you know, if you weren't taking some kind of class, you were looked at funny, okay? Just looked at funny. And everybody was basically required to take speech class at some point because as the women of the cult, we were to be the leaders of everybody in the universe, okay? And teach everybody, the creator's wonderful laws and teach aliens how to live by them and stuff also.
Wait, whoa, back up. You were going to be teaching aliens.
Well, everybody and anybody. I mean, there's billions of people that are going to be resurrected that need to be taught.
Has anyone spoken with an alien? According to Little Man. Because Little Man goes back and forth in time and space and whatnot.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I did join speech class, and let me tell you, that was a hoot.
Okay, well, here's a thing here from one of the classes. It says, this is something that the cult member had to sign. And it says, I, fill in the name, I fully understand that if I am scheduled for any part of the class and I am not prepared on the night that I am scheduled, I will be removed from the speaking list and not allowed to graduate. I will make every effort to participate in making comments. I understand that if I fail to keep my agreement, I am being selfish and I have no place here.
Yeah, and if you missed 2 classes, and they didn't even have to be in a row, but if you had missed 2 classes, they would kick you out also.
Well, I also like this part here because, of course, they throw money into it, right?
Right.
Membership dues. Dues will be decided upon the director and discussed at the first meeting during the business session. Diligence in paying dues is as equal in importance as participation in speaking.
Oh, yeah, give me your money.
There's a shocker there.
I don't even know what they collected the money for. I mean, it wasn't like with...
Little Man.
I'm not, like, we had parties, but it was all potluck. We all brought our own crowd.
So, by then you guys are probably just so used to giving money to everything you went to.
Bitch, I love to hate signed my certificate when I graduated.
No.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
She did.
My God.
She did.
Okay, so this booklet thingy that I have has 12 different lessons, and each one has a different title. And this one here is lesson number 6 called Stir to Action.
Okay.
It says, a speech may be clear, colorful, and factual, but if it does not stir to action, it is useless. In this speech, you are to learn to present your facts in such a way that by the conclusion of the speech, your audience is ready to do what you suggest, aka
mind
brainwash.
control.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then there's another one here. Okay, lesson number 8 is called Attack.
Okay.
Make a furious frontal attack. Swerve neither to the right nor to the left, but make one sustained onslaught. Begin with intensity and crescendo to an explosion. Okay, then it says bombard, storm, assault, charge, assail, besiege, beset. One specific subject that you are boiling mad about until you have crushed it from existence.
All right. You know what I think my speech was on that?
What?
I used to make up speeches that I could be really nasty to them without them kind of realizing it. And I did a speech entitled Judging Your Brother. It's not against the law.
No.
Well, because you're not supposed to judge.
Right. But so you're saying...
And I'm saying, but
it's
I made the title Judging Your Brother. It's not against the law. And, I got looks all around the room. And I started out my speech, as most of you know me. And most of you know, I like to drink my beer. I like to smoke my cigarettes. I go into town alone. And, I went on with all of these things. And I says, and none of those are against God's law, but every single one of you in here has judged me for some of them at one point
Did
in time.
everyone start like talking to each other?
No, there was no talking. You weren't allowed to talk. You had to stare at the speaker.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I could just see, like, how their demeanor, like their face kind of goes, oh shit,
Well, for the delivery that this booklet says, tell me if this was what your delivery was like. Get yourself worked up over it. Realize just how bad the facet of the devil's world is. Let your pulse quicken, your breath get short, and your face color. Forget about yourself and how you will look to the other members of the class.
That was a fun one. It really was. Oh, interesting detail. We had a lot of members from different cults in like the worldwide church and stuff like that. And this pamphlet right here was apparently, it is an exact replica copy of Worldwide's speech class pamphlet. They just changed some words in it here and there.
Oh, so they stole it.
I wasn't going to say that.
No, I'll say it.
Plagiarized.
Ah.
Wouldn't it be plagiarized?
Tomato. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Bunch of little thieves.
And the tongue twisters that we had to do before class. A big black bug bit a big black bear on the big black bear's butt. And you had to like say these 3 times in a row, and you had to get faster and faster to keep you from getting tongue-tied.
Right.
While you're giving this speech.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm qualified now to go out and teach aliens the law of the creator.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Hey, invite me to your first class.
Well, you're heathen scum, so...
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry, my bad.
You could go join them and be a leader.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I remember how we were surmising why the bitch I love to hate is still there?
Yes.
I had somebody contact me who did not in any way, shape, or form want their identity known.
Okay.
But they got a gander of her paycheck.
Oh.
My gosh.
That's why she's still there.
10 or 11 years ago, this bitch is getting $400 a week.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. No wonder she's staying there.
And somebody else said that her and her elder husband, they liked to sneak off to Vegas all the time.
Oh.
And I never really thought about the elders' wives getting paid because the elders that served all the time, they got a paycheck. And because they have to live somehow.
And it surely wasn't $40 a week.
No, it wasn't $40 a week. But man, her and him must have been dragging in a pretty penny. No wonder she doesn't want to leave. Wow.
There's your answer.
Isn't that crazy?
There's your answer.
That is my answer. And wow. Yeah. It has been a crazy week with everything that's going on. And everybody is still getting a hold of me. The comment section on the ex-members page is just hysterical. And at one point, see, I always mean to make these screenshots, and I don't because there's always too many of them. But apparently they're doing okay, as a pharmacist, Laura, I'm going to tell you what these people are doing, and I want your reactions.
Oh, God. By the way you're laughing, I don't even know if I want to know.
You trust me. You want to know.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Go ahead. What are they doing?
Hold on. I got to find it here. The olive oil cleanse.
I'm afraid to ask.
For 6 days, you take 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the morning and 1 tablespoon of olive oil at night. And you start this the day after the Sabbath, okay? So when you come home from the services on the Sabbath, you drink 1 whole cup of olive oil straight down.
Oh, dear God.
You lay on your left side for 15 minutes, and that's when an ex-member says, then you proceed to shit your brains out. So
that's the cleanse?
It's some kind of cleanse.
What are we cleansing out other than your bowel?
I have no idea.
And everyone has to do this?
There's some things I was supposed to do that I didn't do.
So, like, there's a bunch of shitting going on down there.
Supposing. Oh, here's a little tidbit. Somebody remembers certain people on the work crew saying that the little man needed elongated and taller toilet seats in his mansions because his Kibbles-n-bits now dropped into the water.
It's Kibbles-n-bits. Oh, little man.
Somebody else chimed in with the hot pepper cleanse. Okay.
Oh my God. Tell me this is not like the garlic thingy.
Somebody else jumped in and says it wasn't the pepper cleanse, it was the anus demolition challenge.
Oh my God.
Okay, an ex-member told me they made this cleanse with all kinds of hot chilies. You had habaneros, jalapenos,
Oh, God.
ghost peppers. She says, I don't know. After that, I stopped reading, but I was told it had more stuff in it. Apparently, you had to drink 2 ounces of it every day. Her mother...
God.
Her mother made her drink it, and she says, "Oh my God, did that stuff burn?
Going out or coming out?"
I remember my throat on fire, and it hurt my ears so bad. My face would turn bright red, and I would be sweating."
I can't even imagine.
She says, "Forget the burning later."
I was just gonna say, going down or coming out. Like, I'm not sure what would be worse.
I don't know, but she says after a while, I only pretended to take it.
And what was the purpose of that?
I don't know, but now we're getting into something. What's the purpose that you would think 2 ounces of all this hot pepper juice running through you, other than to burn your guts out?
God.
Somebody else said that they started to pretend also when they started the medical grade hydrogen peroxide bullshit. He says, I'm trying not to throw up with foam for 20 minutes every day. Hydrogen peroxide foams.
Right, I know that.
And
they're drinking it?
They're making people drink medical grade hydrogen peroxide. They're putting it in water and drinking it.
No.
Yeah? That's what they're doing.
Oh my God. And what brain surgeon decided this was a good idea?
I have no idea. Here's another one somebody wanted me to read. Their marriage counseling was a joke. Having couples read aloud scriptures from a questionnaire by untrained, yes, men and women isn't counseling. I wish I had someone who gave it to me real, raw, and uncut on what the ugly side of marriage could be like, instead of just obey everything he says, even if he makes your life a living hell and everything will be fine crap. They train the men to be chauvinistic narcissists who tries to be fathers and not husbands to their wives, bossing them around instead of leading, and the women are trained to be carpets, taking abuse in every form, being sex and house slaves, yearly baby makers who better not disagree or have an opinion of any kind. What kind of kingdom is that? What joy comes from a place run like a goddamn daycare center? So, we're not disgruntled, guys.
No. No, I can't imagine.
Everybody out there has, they've all suffered in some way, shape, or form. And I find it disgusting. I find it utterly disgusting that he is still able to do all of this stuff.
And his Kibble-n-bits are in the toilet,
I'm telling you. Back to the peroxide. The bath turned into 8 drops in water and drink it. Later, they were putting pool chlorine into capsules to cleanse their bodies of sin and cancer. Somebody else, the peroxide was the worst in my opinion. I'd drink the vegetable oil 10 times before I put one more fucking drop of peroxide in my mouth. And somebody said that must have happened after I left. They talking about building the plastic safe rooms. It's just crazy. Crazy shit.
I wish they could see my face.
Yeah. They come up with all of these cleanses and pills.
Drinking peroxide.
Yeah, what would that do to you, Laura? Like, if you had a cup of water.
It could kill you.
If you had a cup of water and you put 8 drops of medical grade peroxide in it and drank it, what would it do to you?
Nothing good.
Okay.
I mean,
You just look perplexed.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, somebody...
Because right on the bottle, I'm sure it says, do not drink.
I don't know, but somebody on that thread, hey, little man, thanks for the possible future cancer. So...
Oh, man.
Yeah. And with all of the other supplements and everything they're selling, I'm surprised people aren't dropping over dead yet. You know?
Well, yeah, but you know, I'm sure they are. I'm sure some people have, and they're just kind of like...
Chucking them into holes.
Right,
Chucking them into holes.
I'm speechless right now. That whole peroxide thing just has my mind blown.
Yeah, and some of the ex-members said that if you accidentally dropped it on your skin, it's like caustic. It gives you burns.
What, peroxide?
Medical grade peroxide. Because medical grade is different than regular peroxide that you buy at the store.
I'm going to have to find out what the percentage is. I'll have to look that up.
Probably pretty freaking high.
Like compared to regular peroxide.
I'm assuming.
I'm going to have to see what the comparison is. Because now I'm intrigued.
Well, guys, as usual, we're all over the place, but we try and inform, here, there, and everywhere. I'm sure I probably left out half of what I had been wanting to say. Someday, maybe we'll have an assistant that gets our stuff compiled and puts it all in order for us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well.
Like a well-run, talk show.
But then what fun would it be if we're not just, scattered here and there?
Yeah, sometimes I listen to myself, though, and I find myself confusing myself and think, man, if I didn't know what was actually going in the cult, I'd be scratching my head. And if that happens to anybody out there, just ask me questions. I'm more than happy to answer you. So.
All right, you ready for the promo?
Oh, and by the way,
apparently not.
I'm waiting. All I'm doing. I got my own book because I like to write in books.
Yeah.
For my nonprofit, and the cult's going to be my first project of helping people get the hell out.
Good.
So everybody else out there, I'm seriously working on it, baby steps, but we're getting there. And thanks for listening. And here's our promo, guys.
Okay, this one is called "Perhaps It's You."
Okay.
And this is an awesome podcast. Seriously, just listen to this. Samantha and Liz relive their night. Let me start over here.
Okay.
Oh my God, this room is too hot.
You're tripping on your tongue today.
I am. Samantha and Liz relive their 90s kid childhoods by rewatching the classic TV program Unsolved Mysteries.
Nice.
Do you remember that show?
I do. And you'd sit there scared to death thinking you're going to be the next one kidnapped.
Here's summaries of each mystery, their hilarious takes on each segment, and updates to the cases. So they watch the show and then critique it.
Nice.
Doesn't get better than that.
No.
Doesn't get better than that.
They must critique it while they're watching it. I mean, are they watching the show and giving a comment?
I think they watch it in segments and then critique it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But nonetheless, Unsolved Mysteries. Hello?
Yeah. And Unsolved Mysteries.
Got to add that to your list.
All right, guys.
All right, we done?
I'm supposing so. We started recording, whatever.
Whatever.
But yeah, I'm going home for beer 30.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, guys, we'll see you next time.
Okay.
This
is
Deb.
With you then. All right, this is Laura.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you fascinated by mysterious legends, the paranormal, or UFOs?
Do stories of murder, missing persons, and con men send you down internet rabbit holes?
Did you grow up watching the TV show Unsolved Mysteries?
Does Robert Stack's voice haunt your nightmares?
Then our podcast is for you.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Samantha.
Join us every Wednesday as we discuss the original Robert Stack episodes of Unsolved Mysteries.
Follow along with us on Amazon Prime or just tune in for our weekly podcast.
We are on iTunes, Google Play, and social media at Perhaps It's You.